keep the videos separate. But now, man of the hour, man of the year always, I feel like, is Mr. DillanPonders. DillanPonders is somebody who, before this was ever even a YouTube channel, this was just like a fucking playlist that I would post every Monday on SoundCloud by the name of the INROTATION compilations. This was also like a podcast network. The channel, I've been making shit on YouTube, on like just the internet, I feel like, since 2015, I think was when Constant Rotation started, and then just many phases of just different various types of content. We had podcasts for a while, and now it's just me in front of the camera just talking about music. How's it going? What's up? My name's Garrett. If you're the first time tuning in, I hope today's the day that I do earn your subscription. Thank you so much. But I think to give you guys a full history lesson of why DillanPonders is so important, he's probably the best rapper, just period. Like, your favorite rapper could watch DillanPonders rap and be like, oh, I want to rap like this. And album after album after album after album, man. But he was really the first person ever that I was really a fan of their music to shout me out and say, hey, I fucking love what you're doing here. And I loved what he was doing, and that always resonated with me, you know what I mean? Like, you can't forget the people who supported you first. That's why I feel like you should always pretty much love your parents and your family, because they're the fucking backbone to what you're doing, you know what I mean? And all the way back in 2016, he shouted us out and just said, I see and feel your support, and it's wonderful. This was the old account. Now you can just follow Now in Rotation. Go ahead and drop us a follow if you don't already. But really, you can't understate how small. I probably had like 10 fucking followers at that point, and I was just making a fucking playlist like a nerd for 3 months at that point. And you know, DillanPonders saw that we were adding him to a lot of playlists, and he shouted us out, and there was no reason he had to do that. There was really no motivation for him. I doubt I even gave him any more followers, you know what I mean? But for him to do that, like, just as somebody who was just trying to, you know, get their foot in just making stuff and trying to find the confidence as like a creator, that gave me a lot of confidence. I was working at Toys R Us when I got this tweet, and I remember I was just like, no fucking way. And I think I even took like 30 minutes to reply. Yeah, it took like a fucking hour to reply because I didn't even know how to fucking respond to somebody who I was just a fan of. But this right here, I should fucking frame this because this will always mean a lot to me. And DillanPonders, he's coming from Canada, straight from Toronto. He's part of a music group / label by the name of Smash Mouth Records. Him and his buddy Suge White are nothing to sneeze at, man. The team that he has and the work ethic that he has, album after album after album. His fucking career is so well documented on the internet too. I think there's like interviews with him and XXL dating back all the way in like 2010, 2009. This guy will never go away, and the day that he does, it'll be the worst day ever because it doesn't get much better than DillanPonders releasing a new project. And today is one of those days, my friend. Today is one of those days. Today we are going to be talking about Because We Are Alive, or Because We Are Live. And, you know, I don't think he's put out too much music this year, and I don't blame him. It's kind of been a weird year for everybody. But to get a full 12 tracks from this guy so late in the year, December 11th is the date of this recording, 36 minutes in runtime, I can't get more excited. And I'm here to listen to it with you guys. Thank you so much. If you are tuning in, there's just something about DillanPonders, and it's the technical ability, it's the lyrical ability, it's his ability to just ride any beat with such technique, but also have so much personality. Like, I think he had this thing called Shroom Mondays, and he just went off every single, or no, Shroom Wednesdays, that's what it was. And it was like Shroom Daddy Wednesdays. I don't remember the exact coin, but there was a fucking span where we were getting track after track after track every single Wednesday, and it was just so goddamn undefeated. And you know what, man? I'm more than ready for a new DillanPonders project, and that's exactly what we're going to be getting into. This is going to be track number 1. I can't find the YouTube stream, so we don't have that, but track number 1, this is Whole New Flex, DillanPonders. Do not sleep on this motherfucker. Please do not sleep on DillanPonders. If there's anything you're going to take away, don't watch the whole screen. Just make sure you catch this 5-minute span where I'm telling you over and over, do not sleep on DillanPonders, because by the time you realize it, it will be too late, and I promise you that. I promise you that, my friends. But without further ado, let's jump into the first track. If my iTunes will work.
Golden keys, baby.
Been gone for a pretty long time, but I'm back now. I know God knows best. I'm a young star and they don't know how to act now. I'm a whole new flex. Pull up to the bar and I never get a pat down. I know God knows best. Appreciate the moment, I don't ever look back now. Shit changing up, my shit changed. Now I need chains equipped with big brains, please. Need me a crib with a big range, yeah. Windows open so I can hear when the kids playing. Dripping in water, the paddlers getting wetter. Communicate better, I wish it was Interstellar. Got a wet sweater, flow colder than a cellar. Trying to give you something worth more than what they sell us. I promise, over-equipped and overzealous. Promise you I'm over the shit, man, that they send us. When they get to talking that shit, you know they meant it. Beat us to the ground, the bruises turn to swell up. We live through life, got ways that I've developed. Got some big favors I owe, cause I'm the upper echelon down to this shit right here. Fuck what everybody saying, nigga, this my year. Been gone for a pretty long time, but I'm back now. I'm a young star and they don't know how to act now. Pull up to the bar and I never get a pat down. Appreciate the moment, I don't ever look back now. Been a long time, but I'm back now. I don't plan to come down.
I don't think I've ever heard him sing. Like, I don't, like, what? I'm amazed right now. This is dope.
Up in space, my home base, never on my sundown. Certainly a new version of me comes to life anytime that you flirting with me. Love the way you taste after your busier days. Baby, I love when we busy, won't be busy at pace. Wonder if you understand what I do for you. Know the type of man I am's kinda new for you. Baby, I get it. Broke your heart once and I regret it. Connecting on a level, I swear that we're kinetic. Depending on the time of day, we got time to play. No matter how much time, we always spend it. I meant it when I told you I love you and it's a minute. I got a dark past, my thoughts can get demented, so I pen it. 100% what you've been getting. When I read your vows, it might sound like a letter. You and me together, that's where this life has led us. Whole new flex, I swear you make me better. Been gone for a pretty long time, but I'm back now. I'm a young star and they don't know how to act now. Pull up to the bar and I never get a pat down. Appreciate the moment, I don't ever look back now. Been a long time, but I'm back now. I don't plan to come down. Up in space, my home base, never on my sundown. Been a long time.
God damn. Like, that singing, like, I don't think I've heard him go there. At least not a lot. And it was like this raspy, yet rock star feel. Like, that wasn't necessarily traditionally well done singing. It didn't feel like there were 6 vocal coaches in the background, like, helping him out there. That just felt like it was coming from his fucking soul. Like, that was DillanPonders just exactly expressing himself how he wanted to. And to take that leap, I want to hear more of this on this project. That was just track number 1. That's a song where you pop a bottle too with your homies after a fucking celebration, and you just look around and appreciate everyone around you, the life that you're living, and where the fuck you are right now. It's a whole new flex, my friends. And this is going to be a whole new flex, I feel like, for Mr. DillanPonders. Because already, if this is track number 1, I think we're in for a good one, my friends. We are in for a good one. Again, there's one thing that you're going to do today. It's not subscribe to this channel. It's not to follow me on Twitter. It's to go fuck with DillanPonders and tell him how goddamn good he is, man. And, you know, we're only a little bit into this album, but do not sleep on DillanPonders. Please, please, I am begging you. We're jumping to track number 2. This is Riding Through. That was a lot of rhymes that I didn't want to do. Oops.
first of the month. I became the person I want. Counting my money and stacking my funds. My kids will be kids with the daughters and sons. Grabbing the pack, take out a quarter, throw it in my blunt. Go for your girl like a fucker for fun. Getting too big, I ain't talking about pun. Show to everybody I do this for real. If you've been going through pain, you can heal. I'm independent, I don't got a deal. Rappers been watching for flows they can steal. When I'm recording, I'm eating a meal. I only do it because we're alive. Fuck up the game with a couple of guys. All that we know is that I'm on the rise. Me and my team got vibes. Shit on my team got size. Only here once, not twice. Yeah, okay, yeah, I go ballistic. Still dolo, cause I been a misfit. Ride or die, I'll die for the misfits. This turn last year, I was evicted. Been blowing up cause I could predict it. Whole lot of mans are quite pessimistic. Gotta go hard, that's my definition of life. While I try to align with the wisdom. Soak it all up, we could die any moment. Waking up high beside all my omens. In my own work, cause ions enormous. Toast to the guys that brought me on tour with them. Took me on stage and I outperformed them. Life's pretty weird, I'm not down with normal. Ate mushrooms, I might make a porno. Bought my bread and cheese, young DiGiorno. I'm gonna do this to the day I die, man. You with me or not?
Damn! Let's go! Like, come on! He does it with ease, and he's better than so many fucking people. And he's just sitting there like, yeah, I'm independent, I do this all myself. Like, and he's done it over and over and over with these projects, man. Like, that's what I expected. So that's why that whole hook and rock star vocal performance that he did on that first opening track was so like, oh, okay, like, let's fucking go, my friend. But this is what I'm saying. Like, he spits and it just sounds like it's just spewing out the sides of his mouth. And he just has so much to say, but he fits so much in this small fucking pocket. But it always maintains like this very itemized list of lyrics that just so naturally fit, one, the appearance of this guy, the personality of this guy, but the beat selection, man. Like, throughout his whole career, there's always been so many different types of beats and so many different types of styles of music that he just incorporates. And he can go toe-to-toe with some of the best lyricists in the game. He has a song with IDK called Jurassic, and it's just them going basically bar for bar at times where you're like, IDK is one of the most underrated spitters in the game. And to just be able to like match him and almost take his aggression to a new level on your own, again, with like no label placement or nothing, man. You're just you. And like every single time I find a project by this guy, it just continues to show me that he's just so technically good at rapping. And it makes no sense that this doesn't have like all the eyes in the world on it, to be honest, because the artistry is there. The full package is there as far as putting together a project time and time again that is just worth listening to, especially on a stream like this. But like, man, don't sleep on DillanPonders, man. I'm a bop y'all on the head 6 times today and just continue to scream it, man. I'm not stopping. Next up, we got King of the Town. Track number 3. Let's go.
Yeah. A lot of people only hold you down just to watch you drown. I've been smoking on that potent, got the loudest gas in town. Got that supersonic sound. Autobots and rolling now, we act like Megatrons around. Bitches tend to send me nudies, need a photo for these bitches. Put the whole world on my shoulder, got a bowler on my head. That's a walk a flock of flame on the Google Drive, it's do or die. You've been trying to lie, and that's a big difference between you and I. Smoking on a blunt, I'm drinking whiskey while I'm coming down. Always chasing money, first you hunt it, then you run it down. Lost my boy Jermaine, I always...
This little guitar that's being chopped up across the beat, like that like western feel, it just sounds like a tumbleweed's rolling through the city, but with this heavy 808 coming in, man, like, god damn, bro, this production so far is really cool. But the different facets of DillanPonders that are coming out, where he's performing like a rock star on the first one, but he's also bringing that hardcore lyricism and just letting you know that if you think that there's any point where this guy isn't gonna rap his ass off, you're duly mistaken. You're gonna get proven wrong. You can't deny it. You really can't.
Always wonder why they gunned him down, burning down. When I got the packet, I 100 pounds. Open the door, taking a look and I open it more. Thinking back to when my parents divorced. Honestly, they were preparing me for it. Not like they both didn't care anymore, but the love that they had wasn't there anymore. I never judged and I never questioned. I know they both were very adored. I'm in the rolling the dice. I'm in the working and booking the show every night. I'm in the being myself and choosing who I want in my life. I'm in the self-medication, up in the house meditating. All of it started in my basement. All of my head is where they been. I've been wondering where they went. Nigga, I'm too blessed, I'm aiming. I need 5 O's in my bank. I need blunt smoke in my whip. I can wake you, trapped in a place that you can't relate to. Hoes send me shit just to masturbate to. So that this tape way back in April.
I might be rough, like, or wrong on the count, but is this 5 fucking flow switches so far? A minute 30 in? 5? Maybe 6? What the fuck?
King of the town, think it's time to burn it down.
There's another one.
People hold you down, the soul that go out you drown. Lot of work, lot of whiskey, lot of pounds. Yeah, I've been a hard-bodied OG with narcotics. I don't send a jar body that within an hour probably. Hopped in a hot box, I can barely see my body. All my flows on wasabi. All my guys ride for me, they would die for me probably. Pull a beat like origami.
Come on, brother. Like, come on, dudes. Wake the fuck up. That beat was crispy. That beat was dirty, but he did not have to go like that, my friends. Like, again, I think I counted 6 different flow switches, and he slows it down, speeds it up. He lets you catch your breath, and it just slaps you in the face while you're least expecting it. DillanPonders is too clever for us, man. Too fucking clever. And if we're comparing this to one of my favorite projects of last year, which was his album Nowhere, I think that this is just coming through with like a different feel. Like it feels like on Nowhere, there was a lot that he was trying to prove on the... In a lot of ways, I felt like that album was very creative and was at times trying to really get people's attention to say, like, hey guys, like, come on, like, what the fuck do I have to do to wake you guys up to say, I am this good all of the time? But with this, it feels like there's a piece of him where it's like, we're making music and we're going to make it good. And we're going to just create full ass songs that have hooks, but they also are going to catch you off guard. And I'm going to just show you how technical I can get. And so far, man, like I'm fucking in. It doesn't get much better than this, my friends. It really, really doesn't. Like, king of the town, damn fucking straight. Don't take his crown, because he's not giving it up. He never will. I really, like, I love DillanPonders' confidence, and especially when he just puffs his fucking chest out and just challenges you. Like, there's a line in the sand, and you can be on the fucking wrong side, but when it comes to DillanPonders, my friends, like, you're gonna lose. Like, if you are not on the right side of history, you're gonna fucking lose. Like, wake up, my friends. Track number 4. This is Disturbia. This is featuring Alan Raymond. Let's go. Thank you so much for tuning in live. If you are, I love you.
Yeah, I'm being great, staying inside. We sparking up and let it ventilate. Calling my blood, a packet passing through the interstate. They can't relate, they making fun and then they imitate. I got whiskey and psilocybin, time to levitate. In a better place, cause I meditate and medicate. On the better days, pedestals can never elevate. I ain't slowing down, never sleeping, working 10 to 8. When I find myself, then I ran away.
Fun coming across the street from a window. There's a crew I'd like to meet. They live there, unaware, with the view.
Woo!
of me.
Got bread on cheddar cheese.
It sounds like there's like water dripping throughout this beat, but I think it's like a glockenspiel or something. But I mean, psychedelic rock is to what DillanPonders is to hip hop sometimes, and to call it just psychedelic rap is doing it a disservice, and I would never just plainly say that. But there's something so acid washed about this guy's music sometimes that it really, really makes you kind of feel disgusting. And I mean that in the best compliment ever, because it's so raw and there's so much emotion, but there's also just so much talent that it's not like it's like rough around the edges to be rough around the edges, or it's like incomplete so it just sounds like it's something that sounds on SoundCloud. It's like, no, this is the aesthetic, and it's so well thought out in a lot of ways. But when you have someone like Alan Raymond come through and just hit that like falsetto-esque hook that is so pure and just deeply rooted in the soul as well, like the juxtaposition between that while this like drippy sounding fucking beat is going through, like, it's a match made in heaven, man. I just had to point that out because that really, really caught my eye right there, or my ear.
Living carefree, always get it. I can promise it's a guarantee. Got her phone on silent, she's in charge of what her parents see. Been a one-on-one, I'm the one, yeah, apparently. I go anywhere when I blow up like it's confetti. I was born ready, live forever like I'm Tom Petty. I've been going steady, I'm a drug.
Like that guitar, bro. Like, come on.
But dying on any. I was born treading dead bodies, yeah, so many. You don't fuck with me, you don't love me, why you commenting?
Well, how many are over there?
There's like 10 to 8, they don't move in silence, they go loud and they penetrate. And girls are showing up, it's a crowd, now they set it straight. Volume on max, now it's time for me to renegade.
Hey, already, I've been thinking about some things that I'ma drink about. I ain't got a label, independence, what I've been about. Manifest the vibes I exude, then I send them out.
I hear fun coming across the street from a window. I'm okay with the view and the lovely little French tunes they play there. Unaware of me. Unwind, unraveled, I don't want to be told to settle down. I'm too rattled, oh, I'm growing up so quick. I'm having a quarter life crisis. I clench my fist.
Oh, we knew there was a better way.
Come on, Mo.
Clench my fist.
Oh, my Lord. Like, that track was unruly. Unfucking ruly, my friends. Like, Alan Raymond, I don't know who you are, but you are speaking and singing from your heart, my friend. And to have so much soul across both what DillanPonders was saying with such an iconic rap voice, like, it doesn't get much better than a rap voice. If you just look at face value, who has the coolest rap voice? DillanPonders is fucking top of my list, always, my friend. And if there's ever a world where I'm in a room and I can't see what's playing and I hear this song come on, or I hear any DillanPonders song come on, it is so iconic that there's no second guess in the back of my head. It's DillanPonders on this track doing this thing. And to have that juxtaposition between such a technically good singer, but also he gets really fucking in his zone at the end of that thing and gets real angry and kind of snappy at the same time. And then this beat is very consistent with this kind of like drip effect again, but you had like a fucking violin, I believe, come in at the end there. Like, that was just beautiful. And that's a fucking really, really, really good song. Like, just alone with the album. I like the placement in the album, but I'll play that fucking anytime, anywhere. Damn. Next up, we do have the lead single, I believe, from this project, which is by the name of Jungle. This features Ruby Waters. This was getting a lot of write-ups. I even saw like Lyrical Lemonade, who's kind of like the biggest blog more or less nowadays. You know, like the music video side is obviously huge, but to have a feature on that blog is a big fucking deal. And I think I saw a write-up by those guys, and if I'm mistaken, that's just me being an idiot, but almost 100,000% positive that I saw that. And I was like, this is it. This is what we need, my friends. This is it. But we're jumping into the newest single, the lead single off this project, which is Jungle, Ruby Waters. Let's go. Track number 5.
Got a nigga lie, walking a line that's like a needle wide. Need a vine, I'm in the jungle, I need a tree to climb. Going blind, Hotboxy alley, but I can see the sky. Getting high with cigarette smokers, but I put weed in mine. Church didn't teach us to preach it, we yelling keep 'em. Young cheetah feeding on zebras like they were peanuts. Me and all my people, we building like it's IKEA. Gang signs throughout the re-up, I threw like 3 up. Keeping to myself, so I'm keeping the peace. Facing all my problems head on.
Dirty.
Sleeping to me. I ain't playing around, better watch how you speaking to me. I don't play games, baby girl, why you playing with me? Yeah, I don't play games with nobody I don't know. Push through the pain, they always throwing low blows. Burning down pounds, put holes into the ozone. Ride around down whiskey, on me on sumo. Flexing, I'm not doing none of that. Texting, especially when you text me. Riding through the West End when you check me. But I can see through you like an X-ray.
Fire.
We're from the worst me to the best me. Was an ex-man when my ex left me. Got my shit together, now she wanna text me. But I've been focused on the funds, cut the check, please.
She's been working a lot, she needs to wind down. Been shipping a lot, but every kind now. She ain't thinking about no calm down. She's on a lake of carousel and it's going around. She's thinking about the past now, about the future and the present, where she at now. I can't really explain this fucking feeling. She's wondering if anything is really real.
I know this is called Jungle, but this is a safari. Like this beat is a fucking safari, and this trip that Ruby and Dylan are taking us on, like right now, like he does it with so much ease, bro. It really feels like he's just wiping dust off his shoulders. But when you lay it down, like technically, this is better rap than you're gonna find almost anywhere, man. Like it's unfair. It's unfair when you see the collaborations and his ability to just kind of bring other types of artists so easily woven into all his projects, but especially this fucking collaboration and the last one with Alan. Like, you just keep finding match made in heaven, man. And at face value, if you listen to them independently, I would argue that you're not going to hear that. So it's just, there's so much artistry and ability and understanding that Dylan has in his music that you can't replicate it, man. Like, half the people like in this fucking industry feel like they just fake it or have their label like find the collaborations for them. And how many times does he have to scream that he's independent for you to understand that this is Dylan has himself on his own back and he is navigating this industry very fucking smart. And you know, man, like I just want the fucking world for this guy. And this is a great project so far. I'm sorry to pause, but fuck, man.
I don't play games with nobody I don't know. Push through the pain, they always throwing low blows. Burning down pounds, put holes into the ozone. Ride around town whiskey, on me on sumo. Flexing, I'm not doing none of that. Texting, especially when you text me. Riding through the West End when you check me. But I can see through you like an X-ray. We're from the worst me to the best me. Was an ex-man when my ex left me. Got my shit together, now she wanna text me. But I've been focused on the funds, cut the check, please. Was an ex-man when my ex left me. But I've been focused on the funds, cut the check.
So if I'm not mistaken, there is a music video for that track, so please go ahead and find it. I was not prepared, and I just couldn't find this whole stream on YouTube yet, so that's my mistake, but please go give that a view. Go give that track some time, because what more could you ask for, my friends? Like, what are we looking for here? What are you looking for? Because as far as independent music goes, like, that was a collab of a century, and it's unfortunate because if the same song existed with different names, like people would be talking about this way more, and it's just disgusting to me because DillanPonders is the guy. DillanPonders is where it's at. Stop looking any further because it's all right in front of you. And if we got to put it on a silver platter on this channel, we will continuously. We're not going to stop. But Ruby Waters, my friend, I don't know who you are, but I need to. I need to pay attention because your performance was fantastic. The shakers on that fucking beat, that whole production, like I said, just sounded like a big old safari. And the song's called Jungle, and it definitely felt like there is some shit rumbling, if you will. Not to be too corny, but fuck, dude. Let's go. Track number 5, that's what it was. Jungle featuring Ruby Waters, the lead single off of this project. There is a music video. Please go find that. And if I'm mistaken, I apologize. But 900% sure there's a music video. Please go check it out. Track number 6, Dibby Dibby. Let's go.
Beans on me, yeah, I got a couple beans on me. Beans on me, yeah, I got a couple beans on me. Beans on me, yeah, I got a couple beans on me. Beans on me, yeah, I got a couple. Yeah, I got a couple tings on me. Ting ting, just a reason I'm the big homie. Bling ding, have you taken in the wrist on me? Bling ding, have my motherfucking cash cow. Real thing, have you taken in the bling bing? Pulling up in a stretched out limousine. Fucking up the game, you know I'm a gatekeeper. I ain't good at conversation, cause I'm way deeper. Got my brother by my side and it's a wing team. Lady message me and hit me with the wink wink. I can pull up when I wanna, I'm a king. Real thing, have you taken in the damn job, but them can't talk down. I always knew I'm iconic. Baseline thumping through the tectonic. Gonna small talk, no like, no dibby dibby. There will be getting, so there will be an end. Real fake news, they on the CNN. A damn can't lie to me. A damn can't lie to me. Big flicks on the camera. Bust up a move to downtown for the Pamela. Then I am out with Device, young damager. Many men fall cause I'm wisdom low. I'm a god if you never know, now you know. You can't plant things where the things don't grow. I skilly dilly ding with my ting though. But in my ting, it's a long way home.
So in the first track, when I was like, I don't think I've heard DillanPonders sing, this is the type of singing that I'm used to, where it's melodic, but it also has like a style of flow. That whole new Flex thing where he was on that first track, that was like full on rock star, like let's fucking kick some door down and like let me get to the pit of my fucking stomach and just belt this shit out. And like that was something special. But I just wanted to point out, obviously he sings on this thing and he always has melodic tones, and he has the ability to do just about anything he sets his mind to. This guy has a deep discography, whether it's on SoundCloud or you just go through his YouTube, and you're gonna find so many fucking little nuggets where you're just like, this is gold. This is gold right here in front of me. Like, there's so many examples of that, and this song, I'm really liking it so far. Let's go.
And if you never know, now you know. Beans on me, yeah, I got a couple beans on me. Beans on me, yeah, I got a couple beans on me. Beans on me, yeah, I got a couple beans on me. Beans on me, yeah, I got a couple. Couple loves trying to find me. Couple less girls really wanna suicide me. Couldn't care less, I got God and it beside me. Still aside, but my third eye trying to eye me. Pulling up and no denim. Bitch nigga switch up real quick, no telling. Had a long day, wifey give me cerebellum. Cops outside and they view me as a felon. Peep, dropping the thing selling. Green room smoking my weed, they all smell them. I know all my niggas would die for me. I became the person everybody been trying to be. Goddamn. Damn job, but them can't talk down. I always knew I'm iconic. Baseline thumping through the tectonic. When I small talk, no like, no dibby dibby. There will be getting, so there will be an end. Real fake news, they on the CNN. A damn can't lie to me. A damn can't lie to me. Big flicks on the camera. Bust up a move to downtown for the Pamela. Then I am out with Device, young damager. Many men fall cause I'm wisdom low. I'm a god if you never know, now you know. You can't plant things where the things don't grow. I skilly dilly ding with my ting though. But in my ting, it's a long way home. And if you never know, now you know.
Skilly dilly. So, like, his breath control in that thing was very reminiscent to how, like, a reggae singer would tackle, like, that type of music. And that also comes from just, like, I think, like, there may be some roots in Jamaica in just ethnicity-wise. So, like, maybe that's just very natural. But it's not corny. And it's very, like, to work that into a flow on a rap song where you're very clearly rapping is not the easiest thing to do without it directly sounding like you're ripping off a lot of that style of music. But get this guy on a full-on reggae song and it'll be destroyed, my friends. And it won't sound like a lot of like rap verses that you do hear on reggae style of music. Like my old boss used to just play reggae all the time. And I feel like a lot of like the verses in rap would always kind of have this same kind of tackle where it's like you're coming at it very, very rapidly, and it's kind of, again, just going to sock you in the face. But when DillanPonders does it, it's also very rooted in the fact that we're going bar for bar. I'm in pocket as a motherfucker, but my vocal flair and the way that I'm going to present it to you is going to have so much influence from other styles that I'm just going to amalgamate it into my own. And he does it so confident. Almost always, but just on Dibby Dibby, I just wanted to shout that out. That definitely get this guy on a fucking full-on reggae song. If you're a reggae band, like, call him, see what the feature price is, make that happen ASAP, because I want to hear it myself. Maybe I'm just being selfish, but moving on, we are about halfway through this project. If you're tuning in live, I love you. Thank you so much. Hit that like button so more people can find this video. That would be awesome. Subscribe if I earned it. Thank you so much. Track number 7, we're going to Do You Feel It Too? Let's go.
Smoking outside, coming in when I wanna. Big bad wolf, thank God for the come up. Hold tight, buddy, but to be a long summer. Life switched up when I started doing numbers. Looking at the pace, say that I stay racing. Spent a couple days locked in the space station. They've been imitating, now mama, now I'm brazen. Dripping, I'm precipitating, need some ventilation. B544, I'm cracking up the pavement. Meet them on the top floor, then back into the basement. Cooking in the kitchen, blunt guts on my apron. Looking in the mirror, trying to find my replacement. The bag looks pretty good on me. Hoes trying to find positions they can put on me. I put the gang on game, going ask about me. Ain't pulling up with all the backwater on me. Oh, tell me, do you feel it too? I don't even vibing now, baby, got me like, oh, do this on the daily. Always getting faded, we don't do this on occasion. Oh, tell me, do you feel it too? I don't even vibing now, baby, got me like, oh, do this on the daily. Always getting faded, we don't do this on occasion. Sky high, got an aerial view. Almost drowned in the water, what would Ariel do? I got a bag on the way and I'll be sharing.
This beat is insane. Like, I think it even slows down. Like, it almost, like, compounds on itself. Like, compacts itself. And then just, like, unfolds again right there. Like, so fucking raw.
Big dog came through, I got him very amused. I can never slow down, I got winning to do. We sticks to my hands like I'm Winnie the Pooh. Still chasing the wife like a Pepe Le Pew. I'm worldwide this time, what you expect me to do? Nothing better to do. Been working by myself cause I'm better than you. Never roll with the pack, I'm ahead of the wolf. I just ate another editable. Never straying from the path, I'm inevitable. Got an ace in the
Editable.
in the deck and I'm ready to pull. Said you wasn't gonna fly, but I'm betting you do. Long way to the top, but I'm ready to move. Oh, tell me, do you feel it too? I don't even vibing now, baby, got me like, oh, do this on the daily. Always getting faded, we don't do this on occasion. Oh, tell me, do you feel it too? I don't even vibing now, baby, got me like, oh, do this on the daily. Always getting faded, we don't do this on occasion.
That was such a fun track. Like, are you kidding me? And the way that beat, again, like, that was so weird. Like, if I got that, and I'm not a fucking music maker, so clearly my talent is very, 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 very low. That's why I'm sitting here in front of the camera. But clearly, like, if I feel like most rappers, if they got that in a pack, they wouldn't know how to go exactly around that. But again, DillanPonders is the most versatile person to give a random beat to and just say, make a fucking song, and his fucking wordplay will take you straight to the fucking moon, but the ride along the way will be some of the most zigzaggy shit that you'll be like, how are you keeping up with this? And I don't have an answer for you. I don't know how he does it, but every time, every album, if this is even remotely getting you excited, if Because We're Alive is enticing you to check out the rest of his projects, you are going to have similar rides that are just, again, going to show you that this guy is a fucking all-star. And it's impressive. You know that fucking kid in Little League? He'd always get all-stars, and maybe you weren't the best, but you were like, fuck that kid because he was always better than you. That's DillanPonders in the rap game. And it's fucking ridiculous. It is absolutely ridiculous. God damn, do you feel it too? Yes, I do. Track number 8, we are going to Psilocybin. I'm liking this album, guys. I'm really enjoying this thing. This is a ride. This is versatility at its finest. This is showing 17 different facets all at once, just being thrown up in your lap, man. So pay attention. Don't sleep. DillanPonders, you're the man. Thank you for this album. Let's go.
This goes hard, Alex.
And this might be my favorite beat of the whole project so far. God damn! It's like some Tron Legacy shit. Let's go!
Ooh, damn, I need some water. Damn, I need some water. Got some psilocybin going through my body. Yeah, man, I've been stressing a little bit. Should've taken less than a little bit. Nowadays, trying to keep the vibe in the man. I've been spending less time on the internet. Lights are blocking my eyesight. 5 o'clock and I'm quiet. Take a walk in my mind's eye. Got some drugs on my tongue. Where do you go when the sun goes down? Party's all done, gotta run home now. Ride on cowboy, yippee-ki-yay. Drinking all night, getting trippy by day. Came home drunk, I was sitting sideways. Baby, I've been getting high at a pretty high rate.
And if you're ever taking shrooms, responsibly, that build-up right there is exactly that feeling, man, where you're just like, oh, we're in for one, my friends, we're in for one. God, this guy just fucking, again, I don't want to call it psychedelic rap, but the tendencies on this thing and the way that he is going about it, it is truly like, it has the same feel, mantra, and it portrays the same mood as like a really hardcore Jimi Hendrix song where you're just sitting there and you're like, dude, I'm melting right now. Like, there's something so understated about that, to capture that feeling and capture that aspect of just life and experience, but also put it into not only the beat, but also just the way that he is taking you on this journey as well. God, DillanPonders, thank you, man.
Drinking all night, getting trippy by day. Wish me love on my voyage. Don't need luck cause I'm chosen. Ride around with the window down. Everything's in proportion. I need mushroom endorsements. I'm running low on endorphins. Tripping out till the morning. Go! Damn, I need some water. Damn, I need some water. Got some psilocybin going through my body. Yeah, man, I've been stressing a little bit. Should've taken less than a little bit. Nowadays, trying to keep the vibe in the man. I've been spending less time on the internet. Lights are blocking my eyesight. 5 o'clock and I'm quiet. Take a walk in my mind's eye. Got some drugs that I might try. Where do you go when the sun goes down? Party's all done, gotta run home now. Ride on cowboy, yippee-ki-yay. Drinking all night, getting trippy by day. Came home drunk, I was sitting sideways. Baby, I've been getting high at a pretty high rate. At a pretty high rate. Right around town, still sitting sideways. Still sitting sideways. Drinking all night, getting trippy by day.
Like, are you? That song was a trip alone, my friends, and that's no cue to the next song called Trip. But if you're gonna call that psilocybin, a lot of people, I feel like, would make that very corny. But as someone who I feel like has a lot of experience with mushrooms, I feel like he gets it. And bro, like, he says the word voyage on that track, and that's exactly what that was. That was a voyage. And the way that thing just like that fucking sound of just ramping up, my friends. He rode that exactly how it was. That was a vibe. Like, I was just sitting here like I don't even know how you understand like tone and mood and concepts like that and bringing them to life like that, dude. Like, God, this guy's so fucking good, dude. Do not sleep on my friend DillanPonders, please. I've never met him in real life, but goddamn, I want to, because I just need to shake this guy's hand, because I'm just such a fucking fan, man. I can't hide it. I'm really enjoying this album. Thank you so much for tuning in if you are. Track number 9, this is TRIP, Trip, featuring Witch Prophet. Let's go. Never mind, I'm just going to say this is a full psychedelic experience. Like, what the fuck?
Every time I try to say something, might find a new thing I can run away from. Ask me where I came from. Never ever chasing down a bitch, cause they come. Fuck boy, it ain't none, man. Hating ain't fun. Locked away for 8 months. Bit absent to follow my passion while I've been on that shit. Blown back from the trip like, got a pound back in the zip, I know. In the zip, I know. Got a pound back in the zip, I know. Blown back from a trip like, blown back from a trip like, blown back from a trip like, got a pound back in the zip. Peace signs, I'ma be fine. Big gas smoking 3 guns. I don't ever look behind. Big gas smoking 3 guns. 3 sons, I'ma be fine. Big gas smoking 3 guns. I don't ever look behind. Big gas smoking 3 guns. Bounce back from a trip like whoa.
The instrumentation on this track is very cool. You have this guitar going through, but you have this very like upfront traditional style beat, but again, it is just a fucking psychedelic trip, the way that this thing is building up, breaking itself down, coming back together, and DillanPonders is there to just maintain your level the whole time like a fucking professional. And what more can you ask for?
Where did I go? I don't even know. Bounce back from a chill like whoa. Where did I go? I don't even know. Bounce back from a chip like whoa.
Like, the way that felt like you're going through a kaleidoscope and you finally came out the other side to see like whatever the fuck exists there. Like,
Where did I go? I don't even know. Bounce back from a chill like whoa. Where did I go? I don't even know. Why every time I try to say something, might find a new thing I can run away from. Ask me where I came from. Never ever chasing down a bitch, cause they come. Fuck boy, it ain't none, man. Hating ain't fun. Locked away for 8 months.
never ever chase a bitch because they come.
Been a bit absent to follow my passion while I've been on that shit.
that an actual like 4-string bass? Like it could be 6-string. I don't know the difference, but you get what I'm saying. Like, is that a physical bass instrument playing some strings for us? Like, no 808s needed, man. We're gonna get the traditional. Like, god damn it, man. Like, this is such a cool track. And even the way it outroed right there, it literally felt like the come down, where it's just like this monotonous like expression of feeling and emotion that's just kind of all like being down pitted into like reality. And like you really have to come to terms with what you just experienced. And that's kind of what that breakdown just allowed you to do. Like, what the fuck did we just experience on this track, man? Because there was a wave of emotions there that all came together. Again, that kaleidoscope example I think is the best one, where we finally saw what's on the other side of a kaleidoscope, and that is Mr. DillanPonders just sitting there to give you the best fucking trip in music form that you're gonna find this year, in my opinion. Like, Jesus Christ, dude. Between track number 8 and track number 9, that is a ride. That is a fucking ride. And that production or instrumentation, like, that honestly felt like there was a full band there, but it also had like all these different layers that were just very understated as well. Like, there's a lot in that track, and that's definitely worth revisiting. And I'm going to be doing so. Bet your fucking ass. Witch Prophet, I don't know if you're the producer on that thing, or you're the one playing the guitar, or what that was, or you're just doing the additional vocals, but regardless, that team up was fucking wonderful. Like, I don't know what else we could be asking for here. That's probably my favorite track. And if there is like a video that they're going to be doing, like another video in the future, I think that's a good one to start, or do both psilocybin / trip and just go for like a full-on 7-minute video where you're really diving into it. And I think like anyone who's looking up those keywords of like mushroom searches are probably gonna enjoy listening to that, especially if they're on a trip themselves, you know what I mean? So I really like track number 8 and track number 9, the way they play back to back for sure. And I feel like if either of those were like lead singles, they wouldn't have the same effect that it does in their placement in this track listing. And yeah, it's just a fucking ride, dude. Like it's not easy to do that without it being the corniest thing I've ever heard. Like, and again, man, like everything DillanPonders does is some of the most professional shit, just period. Track number 10, we're getting towards the end of this project. Unfortunately, this is Lemon's Interlude. I don't know who Lemon is, but it's featuring Lemon, so I assume this is just Lemon's track. Let's see what happens here.
You've never felt
What the fuck? What? I need to call my parents or something. What the fuck? That was a masterpiece. Lemon, I don't know. I don't know who you are, but I think you between the last 3 tracks, I think I got a little high off just the music, man. Like, that was a wave of emotions, and kind of to tie into like how the end of Trip just felt like, you know, the end of a trip. Like Lemon's Interlude almost felt like that moment of like catharsis where you come to terms with all the things that you just experienced, and you're almost like reflecting on what's important in life. And god damn, I was zoning out. I don't think I've ever been so quiet on this channel. Like, I'm speechless. That was beautiful. Like, just beautiful. There's no other word for it. What? This is track number 11, Tension. And based on the past 3 tracks, I don't know where we go from here. I really don't, because that was some shit. That was some fucking shit. We got Natural P in the chat giving me a 100. Thank you, Natural P. I really appreciate you, my friend. Track number 11, we got Tension. Let's get into it. Thank you for tuning in if you are. Whoops. See, Lemon's got me clicking on the wrong screens and shit, bro. I'm in a daze right now. What? That was awesome. That was awesome.
I was in a blazer, had to run away from road to the waste. Close to the top now, can't slow down, I can already taste it. She know I'm light skinned, but the dick game, better know I'm Jamaican. Came from the pavement, still getting faded, never complacent. Never complacent, getting these bags on an everyday basis. Everyday basis, grind me to court, but I beat other cases. Beat other cases, back to the lab, I don't know what the day is. Never complacent, getting these bags on an everyday basis. I ain't been playing, locked out from the PM to the AM. Big back was all banquet. My DM going back shit. My ex-girl was an actress. My main thing is a bad bitch. Score a few points with a hat trick. Never talk when I never had shit. Stretch weed out like elastic. You don't know jack, no cactus. Ain't playing games, no cactus. Backpack, got a big pack in the front. All they ever do is cap on the front. Got a bit of weed, I'm back in a bunch. I'm a nigga that came from the back to the front. All of my bars been back in a bunch. Back in a bunch. I was in a blazer, had to run away from road to the waste. Close to the top now, can't slow down, I can already taste it. She know I'm light skinned, but the dick game, let her know I'm Jamaican. Came from the pavement, still getting faded, never complacent. Never complacent, getting these bags on an everyday basis. Everyday basis, grind me to court, but I beat other cases. Beat other cases, back to the lab, I don't know what the day is. Never complacent, getting these bags on an everyday basis. Everything past everlasting, but I still wish that the packs everlasting. Replace a phone call to the fan with a caption. I've been absent and I don't know why it happened. Racking up stacks like casinos and I cash it. Blowing up, never saw me coming like assassins. Pop a quarter pound and break it down to a fraction. We just like a math class and I finally pass it. Keep the stress down, I ain't worried about cancer. Feeling like Peter Pan, smoking Pink Panther. Sex life, good wife, used to be a dancer. Wrote a new song by the time that my pants up. Real questions, never seem to get an answer. Me and my friends, I was looking for an anthem. Get a man.
He just said I wrote a new song before I got my pants up. Like, that's true, bro. This shit just flows out of you. I wonder what the studio experience with a guy like this is, because it's gotta just be the most like natural sounding, impressive. Just again, technically, this guy is just so fucking good that, like, I don't know what the writing process is, but the way it just flows out of this man is it's perfect, and it really is just the match made in heaven, man. Like, this guy was meant to put on this fucking earth to rap and make music, and his ability to acknowledge tones and moods and portray them all with such ease, but also have such an eclectic like array of them. It's ridiculous. It's fucking ridiculous.
When they talking about legends, walk in the room and I feel the tension. I was in a place I had to run away from, I was just wasted. Close to the top now, can't slow down, I can already taste it. She know I'm light skinned, but the dick game, didn't know I'm Jamaican. Came from the pavement, still getting faded, never complacent. Never complacent, getting these bags on an everyday basis. Everyday basis, grind me the court, but I beat all the cases. Beat all the cases, back to the lab, I don't know what the day is. Never complacent, getting these bags on an everyday basis.
So as far as like, if you're gonna follow anything up with, again, just how much of like a visceral slap in the face that Lemon's interlude was, like, if you're gonna follow anything up with it, Tension is the way to go, for being honest. Like, god damn, this guy, dude, this guy, stop sleeping on DillanPonders, please. Like, at the end of this album, I'm gonna play you my favorite track by him probably ever, top 3 I would say, and I'm gonna show you like exactly just how fucking in your face this guy could be. Like, this guy could do a bunch of tracks that have that same flow that is very, again, technically impressive, but if you just do it over and over, it doesn't have the same effect. It can't have the same effect. It just can't. No matter how good you are, if you do not implement and build and create and expand, like, you're gonna run into a wall, and it can happen, especially from the audience's perspective. But when you have as many albums as DillanPonders does, I don't know if I can pull this up, but you can see this isn't even all of them, like, at all. But you have stuff where he put out like 2 projects a year, 3 projects a year, if not just a fuckload of content. And as being one of the only projects from 2020 from this guy, it is so refreshing when you see it have this like level of existence where it's also showing you that, like, hey, I can do so much more than just rap fast to rap fast, or I can just rap fast if I want to, but there's a purpose here. And this project is very meticulously ordered and very meticulously crafted to where it can demonstrate that, but also highlight the parts that is also like just the ability to be an artist and express yourself. Like, there's so many like abstract concepts in the production on this thing, as well as just the way that he's just coming forth and just existing, man. And like, Tension is a really, really good track. Like, this whole flow of tracks at the end is a very cathartic experience. And I'm going to say that again. Like, this is a very, very just cool way to just get an idea of a project across. Like, and it's not beating you over the head either. It's not like, hey, let's, like, this is about like taking psilocybin. Like, at no point does it ever feel that way. It's like he understands like the nature of those things, and he understands the power of those things, and he's like very well replicating it in the music. But it's so natural. It just bleeds out of him, man. Like, like, this should be so much more corny than it is, man. Like, it really should, especially like 6 years of being a fan of this guy. Like, again, like, I'm just so enthralled with every project, but every project is different and builds on one another and just shows you that, like, DillanPonders is here to stay, man. He's not going nowhere, and protect him at all costs, my friends. Protect him. Unfortunately, we are at the final track of this project. This is called No Time. Let's jump into it.
Yeah, I ain't got no time, no time. I've been standing on a coastline, a coastline. Man, I started back in 09, I don't mind. Looking at me saying, oh my, but so am I. Thinking back to all the old time, it was so nice. Packing on my bag, it's go time, got no time. Tiptoeing between both lines, a long time. Hit me up, I'm on the stage now, showtime. Yeah, I ain't got no time, no time. I've been standing on the coastline, a coastline. Man, I started back in 09, I don't mind. Looking at me saying, oh my, but so am I. Thinking back to all the old time, it was so nice. Packing on my bag, it's go time, got no time. Tiptoeing between both lines, still a long time. Hit me up, I'm on the stage now. Stuff where I went, no friends, I guess that's how it goes. I'm a chain smoke the pain away. I never chose this path, but the path is mine. I'm trying to maintain balance while I'm leading the race, and I ain't never looking back when I pass the line. A full cup of whiskey is like a glass of wine. Talk to myself, I barely listen half the time. Put my life on the line, cause I have to shine. Yeah, I ain't got no time, no time. I've been standing on a coastline, a coastline. Man, I started back and don't mind. Looking at me saying, oh my, but so mine. Thinking back to all the old time, was so nice. Packing up my bag, it's go time. Ain't got no time, tiptoeing between both.
Hey. God damn, dude. God damn, that was sick. Again, I'm gonna give it the fuck up for fucking DillanPonders right there, dude. Like again, as somebody who's been listening to this guy for a long, long time, I feel like the way that track just implemented and showed you the artistry and the growth in this guy's music is it's insane. Like, I don't remember listening to his music back in the day on SoundCloud and thinking about like the instrumentation and just like his ability to craft a song that is like kind of traditional in that case, where the writing structure was nothing like crazy or out of pocket. It was very much very tight knit and it was very much in its own lane. But again, like DillanPonders' ability to just do that himself and just provide this like outlet for people, like it's so goddamn well done, man. It's just so well crafted. And DillanPonders, my friend, this project, because we're alive, god damn we're alive, my friend, because all the concepts on that thing I think I fucking love. But I'm gonna shout out tracks 8 through 10. That in itself is a trip. That in itself is a experience. And I didn't switch to camera 1. My bad. Whoops. My switcher broke halfway through this, so haha, joke's on me. But dude, DillanPonders, my friend, this project is nuts. Like, your ability to give such a psychedelic experience through just your vocal performance and your wordplay, and the beat selection on this thing is so raw, dude. Like, it matches your vibrato. It literally, like, I don't know what else we can say. Like, really, like, ever since Lemon's intro, I have not been the same. Or Interlude, I have not been the same. Because when you match that up with psilocybin and trip, like, like, what? He didn't have to spoil us like that, man. And I don't think I can understate how important it is not to sleep on DillanPonders. And that is why, after I'm done giving this whole little outro, I'm going to pull up a couple different tracks that I want to show, because there's just so much to this guy's career. There's so much music. So if this is the first album that you have found, please do yourself a favor and just immediately just start listening to Nowhere. This is one of my favorite albums of last year, no doubt. It's a little bit shorter, if not pretty much. Yeah, it's about 10 minutes shorter, but this is a fucking ride. This song is just, or this album is just so much fun that I would say if you're looking for more DillanPonders and a good place to start, I would say go here. Then I would jump to either Acid Rain or Retox. Retox is a great album as well. Like, there's just so much, man. And Don't Make Me is one of those songs, track number 7 on this fucking project, where you just listen to it in 2020 and you're like, well, how wasn't this the biggest song of that year? Because it's so infectious. It's so infectious. But that's really just what DillanPonders does, is he implements and builds and doesn't stop. And it's such a cool fucking, just like, it's something that as a fan you can hang your hat on. And as somebody who, like, you know, has made countless videos, and, you know, like, sometimes you'll log on and you'll see that they have 3 views, but it doesn't fucking matter, because, like, the passion and, like, my love for doing this is just there. And I can only imagine the passion that just bleeds out of this guy, and just, he knows what he's doing and he's doing it for himself. I think you kind of have to at this point, but just know, Dillan, that there are so many people like me who aren't sitting in front of a camera, who are equally having the same experience and are enjoying it just as much, man. So like, keep making these fucking banger projects, and eventually the world is just gonna fucking be like, how has this been under the rug? How is this the industry's best kept secret? And I hope to God you just stay independent and just throw your fucking middle finger up and just collect as many checks as you fucking need to, man, because you deserve it all, my friend. Like, seriously, big fucking fan, always will be. Thank you for this project. Like, I don't know what else to say. Thank you guys for tuning in. My name is Garrett at Yogurt, YOGRTT on Twitter, Instagram as well. Now INROTATION on those 2 platforms as well. Take care of yourselves. Let me know in the comment section below. Did you like this album? Are you a big fan of DillanPonders? Did you like it? Did you dislike it? Do you like this video? Go ahead and do so. If you dislike it, go ahead and write in the comments saying so. We got fucking Natural P in the chat. He said, get this man to 1,000 subs, y'all. I would love that. That'd be great. But, you know, that's not why we're here. We're here for DillanPonders. Great fucking project. And that is about it. Thank you so much. Take care of yourselves. And that is all, you beautiful folks.